welcome back, guys, to another episode of Team Vorarlberg Career. Let me just set the stream up very quickly. Let's see. Here we are. Thank you for tuning in again, and let's also just get into it. There we are. Oh, if it wants to load or crash, there we are. Last episode we of course did Volta Portugal. Here we are. We got not very high placing because of the time trial. I think top 6, if I'm correctly, with let's see, with Colin Stussy. Let's see here, second in a stage. Oh, then we get podium season. Let's see. Fifth in overall, third in the flat, and second in the mountain. And as you can see here, 6th, 8th, 6th, 4th, 5th, 10th, 11th, 10th, 5th, second. Second in a friggin' time trial, which is insane. That's how we secured our 5th spot, because we were 6th before that. Let's just get straight into it. Today will be a very short stream, and I will explain to you in a second why. But first, let's look at Tour de Limousin. We need to get a top 20, I think, in GC. So we brought some guys. We'll look at them in a second. First is a hilly stage, as you can see, uphill finish, and not that crazy of a climbs. We could get into the break because there are a lot of bony seconds here. Maybe if you get a second leader, maybe Jannis Peter or something, get into the break. This is almost a sprint, but just in the end we have a bit of an uphill. But again, quite some bony seconds. I mean, there's 12 on the road, while there's 10 at the finish, so that's crazy. This is the third stage is to Plateau des Orques, or something like that. Crazy steep climb. 5 kilometers at 6%, but the maximum is 14%, and it's quite steep. It flattens out at the end though, and we're going to do a loop, or does it only look like that? Plateau des Orques, Côte de Bord. It looks the same. Probably just a different road. And the last stage they say is flat, but it's a kind of a hilly circuit as well, with still some bony sprints. Now the question is, do we get in a breakaway? So I think we are going to get in the breakaway. We are riding with Pirmin Benz, Daniel de Geismeijer, Lucas Schmeiler, Loren Nenning, Jannis Peter, Stussy, and Zangerle. So I guess I'm going to put Zangerle of Jannis Peter in the break. Not Stussy. They do have a fitness peak, so that's great. Unfortunately, Jannis Peter will not be in his peak in coming 4 days, I think. No, he's at 70 points and you need to be at 100, I think. And 1.5 points a day. Yeah, well, anyways, let's look at the media. Benoit Cosnefroy is here. A bit worse stat than I remember him. Let's see, Madouas, De Poter, Van Boven, De Lettre, Labros, Lefay, Noah Ramsey, Quartucci, and Jörg Zimmerman. So we do have quite some competition. I mean, it's hilly. Yeah, so our favorite is probably Colin Stussy for 72 hills and a +5 condition. Let's look at the start list. Decathlon, Groupama, FDG, Lotto, Arkea BNB, Total Energies, Cofidis. So quite, and Intermarché, so quite some World Tour teams. Of course, Lotto and Total Energies are in this gameplay still pro team, just like Wagner Bazin. Alpecin de Koenig, DT, Unibet is here as well. Yeah, quite some pro teams and not that many CT teams. I mean, Saint Michel, Auber. Am I going to try it again? Auber, 93, Nice Métropole, and Van Rijssel-Roubaix are of course small, and Sequenance, AVXX, Bourg-en-Bresse. These are CT teams from France, and then we have our team. So, tough competition, but let's look at what our goal was. Top 10, we need to get a top 10. I think that's possible, so let's get into the race. But so yeah, today will be a shorter stream. I still have to do some work for uni. And I had uni this morning, then I went home, lunched, then went training, then was basically evening already, eating with family, dinner. Then I went to shower, so now it's 7 o'clock. So I will try to get the stream about an hour. Just shorter, way shorter than you guys are used to. Let's see. Oh no, we are not really at the front. Very, very good days though. But Johannes Peter is all the way at the back. We could also go for Stussy in the break and just don't do anything or something. I do want to get in the break with someone because 12 seconds is quite a lot. Seeing as we also are able to stay in the... Maybe we will send Stussy. He has a very good day, so maybe he'll survive the finish here. Yeah, sure. And let's do just next stage or something. We'll do Johannes Peter. Talking about Johannes Peter, we have Nenning here. He can protect Zangerle first. He is our sprinter for the day, and I think he will survive the finish. Permin Benz also has a good day. And Geismeier also has a good day. They all have good days. Well, let's protect Zangerle because he has a 68 sprint. And that's the highest of them all. We are in the break, so let's continue with 85. I don't know why they don't want to pace with me. The peloton is not pacing, if we are not pacing, that is. Let's get Benz to the front. That is good enough. We have quite the gap on the peloton, so let's lower our effort. Let's put the effort of these guys, by the way, on 75. Braz Afonso. Oh, of course. Young guy, but we, of course, had national championships already in this stage because the Zangerle got national champion, of course. But you just don't see him that often because we ride somewhat lower. Kjolk Zimmerman here as well. Obviously, German champion. And we. Oh, and Mifsud here. Maltese champion. Okay, we have quite the gap. Let's lower the pace because I'm blowing myself up already, which is not really the doing. I am going to try to get mountain points because if we don't get the top 10, I mean, Mount Jersey is still somewhat useful for us. I also don't know if I'm going to grab all these seconds here. Maybe not. I just don't want to pace too hard and screw Stussy over. I just want to get bonies with him. I know he's quite tired and everything, but how good are Roussel and Knecht? Are pretty good. Let's go in soft attack then. And we need to keep this almost all the way to the end. Let's keep it on me, please. now go all out and we beat these guys easily. So let's just keep pacing with them. If we are able to beat them here quite easily, 68. Knecht, 68, 75. Knecht had a pretty, yeah, he's a kind of a sprinter, a hilly sprinter maybe even. So maybe we'll get in his wheel because Roussel is a worse sprinter than us. Peloton is letting us go on a 55, even though they're saying it's not up to them to pace in this group. Now they want to go higher, so let's go 60. I'm probably not going to get very much higher than... Oh, this is a sprint already. Let's get in the wheel of Knecht then. And let's sprint for it. Out of the wheel. Let's hope we can get past this guy. Ooh, there was a corner. That's unfortunate. Just 1 second. That's really unfortunate. I was just not paying attention enough. I had it on ×8 or ×4. That's my fault. Let's simulate ×8 until the next sprint and hopefully we can get him. Also, there was a corner in the sprint, so let's check. There's another corner in this sprint as well. There's not really a corner in the second to last sprint and it's downhill for the third and uphill for the second. All right. For the first next upcoming, sprint. But let's look at the parcours then. Let's see. Here's the finish line. And whoa, oh, what happened? I just pressed on the screen and it just faded out. Anyways, they want to get bidons. Sure, let's get bands to get bidons. It's fine. Let's get Shusi here in the break to get the bidons. This is Fleurat. So we are going through the finish. Let's look at the finish then. It's uphill for quite a while, and then here's the last kilometer where it flattens out a bit again. But there are many corners, so whoa, we have to go very early if we want to sprint with Zangerle. Anyways, Fleurat is the sprint, so let's look here. Yeah, it's all the way at the top here. As you can see, this sharp corner and then there's the sprint, so we have to go quite early. I am going to keep pacing at 60. Alright, we have to pace harder, that's unfortunate. But at least we can get the next sprint. Let's get in the wheel of Knecht already. And let's go to sprint now. Because of the corner. There we go, we do grab the seconds here. But they are chasing very hard behind. I think we are going to get caught. Which is less fun. Oh, wait, the peloton has split. Maybe that's why they're pacing so hard. Where are they? Oh, they're quite a bit behind as well. With Noah Isidore and Grondin and a group of pretty good guys. They're just not pacing. Well, I'm not complaining. And then there's a group of 50 behind that as well. I don't know where they split it up then. But yeah, I think we are going to drop back in a second. Or we are going to get caught by the peloton. No, they are keeping us as 26 with other Berends. So let's try and sprint for this sprint as well. Quite early because there's a bit of a downhill. Hopefully they don't come over me. That was close, but we got it. Great. And now I'm just going to sit up and I will put, let's see, Permin Benz on the front at 75 or something. Let's put Geismar in protection of Stussy. I mean, they are coming back, aren't they? I don't know. I was hoping they weren't, but maybe I also hope they are, because that would save us a lot of energy. We can also just sprint with Stussy now again in a moment, if nobody's going to sprint, that is. Let's see, let's go to Legac's wheel and just sprint. Now go 80 and let's drop back immediately. Let's get Geismar to protect him again, like this. And also let's get everyone at 85, because it seems like they're pacing quite hard here on the front. Let's hope I can make this climb with Stussy. Damn, he has no energy left. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea, but we also have other guys like Janis Peter as backup. Let's get pacing 85 with a Pirmin Benz and see if we can keep this gap on the group behind, which is only 20 riders left. So, and there's all tiny groups here. Okay, I did not expect the group to be this of this stage to be this selective. Let's see. Another very high acceleration at the front. German Benz gets the points at the front. That's funny. And this descent is quite steep, no? Yes, from off here on. Let's go 20 with Stussy, see if we can recover as much yellow as we can in this small descent. I was going to say, now put him back on 85. Honestly, I don't really care about the stage, but if there are so many favorites, oh what, he's pacing quite hard again, Conti. If there are this many guys, we're dropping back, that's not what I want. Let's go 88 then, and hopefully not get dropped. We do have quite a team to chase us back otherwise. Premier Mens is empty, together with Johannes Staune Mittet. For who was he pacing? For Victor Lafayette maybe then. Anyways, they're all still in the group. Nanning is also empty. So the group is quite thinning out. Let's just stay with the group. Let's not sprint for these 10 points. Jort Zimmerman is back. That's unfortunate. I thought he was in the group behind, but I guess he made it back then. Let's recover some energy with Stussy on this descent a bit. And now he's probably got enough for the end here. Brazafonso is also back, so there is a group that made it back on the climb, on this second cat climb, probably. Let's put someone at the front, maybe to keep pacing. We can start a sprint train, by the way. Who is better in the sprint? Janis Peter? No. Stussy is the better lead out guy. So let's put him like this. Let's put Geismar on 90, get his gel. Let's see if we can sprint train these guys into oblivion. There's another group off the back, 5 guys, with the Poter, so that's great news for us. He was, of course, one of the favorites. Only 5k to go. So we're slowly but surely going to get the gels for all these guys. And let's see if we can get a win for Zangerle. Alright, Geismar is quite empty. We already are going to move to Meiler. You can stay on group. What? Do whatever. We are quite draining all these guys, but that doesn't really matter. If we can keep the pace up, nobody is going to sprint over us. Let's sprint now with Stussy. And let's sprint now with Zangerle. And Jannis Peter is going to take the win. He is not. He is. Dang it! But at least we get 10 seconds then. Mario gets over Zangerle, so our sprint train didn't really work for Zangerle, I guess, but it did work. Jannis Peter and Colin Stussy now first, 2 guys in the overall standings. Let's fast forward it until everyone is in. Let's see. Dankeschön. Nice, thank you. Let's go to the podium. How far are we in front? Jannis Peter and Stussy, same time. But Colin Stussy is first with Jannis Peter on 6 seconds and Axel Mario on 12. Zangerle and Hartijs on 16. And still some favorites in the top 10 here. Aaron Dox is the points classification. Jannis Peter is the other points classification. Joof is Jannis Peter. And team is Team Vorarlberg. Nice. And obviously, I know where I was going with that. But new fun fact, Jannis Peter is going to be riding for Tour de Titema. Or not Tour de Titema. TDT, Titema is out of the name now. For the Rose Rockets next year. Which is quite exciting. I mean, he's a good prospect. He's young. Also, he's a good climber. Well, good is a big word. But he's quite good. He had a win in front of some pros, I think, this year. So, stoked for the guy. Happy for him. Of course, in our save, he's probably not going to Visma, I would think. Unless they change the code. We are not going to rehire him because he just has a bit too low potential in comparison to other guys. So that's why. Let's see, we have to pace at the front today. Geismar lost a bit of seconds. So he can pace today at the front because he has a bad day. Let's see, it's an uphill finish with a corner. We are just going to stay in the break. We stay in the group today. Permin Benz, maybe our sprinter. We have 3 jerseys on our shoulders. Yeah, I think Permin Benz is actually our sprinter today. 88, 71, so maybe we're going for him. Maybe for Meiler, not for Nenning. I know what I'm going to do with Nenning though. We are going to protect Stussy. Stussy is... Well, maybe Stussy is a sprinter. He has the same stats as Permin Benz, but a better flat stat and better secondary. So if you keep it at this, that's going to be fine. There's one guy in the break, and now Bourg-en-Bresse is chasing it back for some reason. They want to go in the break, sure, but why can't they just... Roussel is probably... Marchandise is going to be in the break, I think. It's more... I don't understand why they don't just attack. Why are they trying to chase this poor one guy, Renar Hakenbeck. He's a pretty good guy. To be sure, to be fair, Wagner Bazin. Wagner Bazin is of course not going to exist at the end of the year. Very unfortunate. There's more teams. I am interested to see how, for example, UCI is going to handle it and what the other teams are going to do because I think NBA Bank Ballon is going to be a Conti team and no, that's the Hungarian team, no? Hungarian, Irish, Italian team, no? Yeah, I don't know why they are pacing so hard for this break. Sure, they want to go in the break or something, or do they have the favorite that they are trying with Knecht also? Knecht, Kromalank, and Narbon Zuccarelli. Zuccarelli. More Italian name, huh? But yeah, Arkea is stops to exist. Intermarché Lotto is fusing. Yeah. Oh, let's fast forward this, by the way. Let's put these guys again on 75 just so that they don't get dropped when I'm distracted. Yeah, they are fusing and stopping. Wagner Bazin is stopping. Topsport Vlaanderen is losing funding. Or maybe not, because that's owned by the government, no? Topsport Vlaanderen. Anyways. Yeah, so there's a lot of guys that are going to be free for next year. Here was the attack of Jacco Henine. I think, is it the Decathlon rider or AG2R rider or Groupama rider? One of the French teams, I think is ex-Finnish champion. But yeah, there's a lot of guys coming free. And of course, Israel Premier Tech is getting Israel out of the question. So it's going to be Premier Tech and probably a Canadian license. I haven't read myself into it. I want to, but I'm a busy man. How are there four? Did I miss that? Renard Haquin is still here. Dan Jacques Nienen, Lulurk, and Nihen. That's fine, we'll just control it. Are they close? No, all on 7 minutes, so they don't bring our GC in question. Totale is also wanting to pace for some reason for Kashinar. Maybe? This is the other Berens, by the way. This is not the Berens from, obviously not from Visma. Let's just keep pacing and fast forwarding. As long as the break doesn't get too much of a head start or a lead, it's going to be fine. I know for a fact that when you are pacing at the front, at some point other teams are also going to chase. So that's why I just put Geismar at the front. It's 5 minutes now, but look, Total is now going to chase. It's mainly because you are doing a job as well of protecting the jersey, quote unquote. You keep them close. Because if the gap gets too high, too big, then the teams think for like, now we are not going to pace it back. You are the leader. You have to pace it back. Am I talking too loud, by the way? Because I don't know, but I think in the beginning I was talking quite softly, and now I'm starting to get used to talking to myself to a computer. So it's maybe I'm getting a bit louder. I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, there is this article I still want to read from Lanterne Rouge. They have like a full breakaway of this season. I still want to read that. I was listening to their podcast, but it's a bit. They don't have like an overall kind of thing for the teams or what is changing for next year. I think they will just do a podcast at the beginning of the season from uh, what is happening or what is going to happen, what has happened in the transfers, who should you look out for, what teams changed, and everything. I think they're going to do that later when the season is about to start. Let's put my guys on 85 because the pace is going quite up and it's a fairly steep hill here. Geismeier is almost empty. Doesn't really matter. He's not in important GC rider for us. That is going to be Janis Peter and Colin Stussy. But yeah, I lost a bit of the. You hear from all these teams from maybe this is going to happen, a bit of speculation and everything, and then things do change. And now I'm wondering what has really happened. What is like the final breakdown of everything? What has happened? Um, what riders changed team? What are all the transfers? Because now I'm just looking at it for myself and I'm thinking, yep, doesn't say too much. What was the story behind it? For some guys. I mean, for some it's obvious. Um, Derek G wanted to be released because of the Israel thing. Um, some guys are getting released, like Svesta Bartsing and Kevin Vauquelin are going from Arkea to Ineos, both. I think, if I'm correct. Um, Obviously, because Arkea is stops to exist at the end of the year, which is unfortunate. Also, a thing that is maybe a bit interesting is what will the teams do for how'd you say that? Um, Sorry, just a bit distracted. I find for the oh no, now they're off the front. That was a mistake. What are the teams of Grenadiers, Total Energies, Ineos, Total Energies, and Total Energies itself going to do? Because Total Energies changed sponsor to Ineos, that's for sure. But are they going to? Let's keep him in the wheel for a second until this uphill. Because why are they now sponsoring two teams? Wasn't it a way smarter idea to just not sponsor Total Energies anymore? Or something? I don't know. In the meantime, attack by Hartijs de Vries, Torne Mittet, and Brazafonso, but they are behind, and Hartijs de Vries is not, obviously. We are just going to keep pace with our sprint train. What was the finish? There was a corner in the finish. Yes, we are going from here to here. Let's up the pace now. 95 with Meiler. Until like now we can get over to Zangerle, because I do wish for them to stay in the group. 99 for now is fine. Let's get the last gels. I know it's uphill, but that does not really matter. Here we go. Now we go 95 with Permin bends. Zangerle can do whatever he wants to do. Now the uphill starts. We're going to sprint with Permin bands, and now we're Stussy. I think that's, yeah, we win this one again with Jonas Peter second, so we extend our lead on the rest. Let's see if there's gaps here. Not really. Behind here, no, unless to Mire. No, there aren't really gaps. Ooh, this is maybe a gap. Maybe. This is 100% a gap. Zangerle just in the group. Meiler just behind. Let's fast forward until everyone is in. Here, Geismeier and Rolando is the last guy. Let's look at the podium. How far are we behind today? Fifth at Permin Benz as well, so one of the best results this year, I think. Maybe, hopefully, a team will want him after that, because he is not that bad of a rider. He's just reached his full potential, and that's unfortunate. Let's see, Colin Stussy, Janis Peter, 10 seconds, 22 to Mario. And it looks like Zangerle drops out of the top 10, maybe on stage time. On stage placement, sorry, instead of time, but we still had to see. Let's see. And we are first, Team Vorarlberg, that's great. Were there gaps? Yes, there were gaps, so no. Unfortunately, Zangerle is out on time. He even dropped from Baptiste to Jet and everyone, but GC, the Lettre, and some other guys are just going to stay in the top 10, it looks like. While Son dropped out. Hartijs de Vries as well. He was with us in the last kilometer, I thought. Arkea strict Jacob Söderqvist. So Söderqvist is going to be running for Arkea BNB next year. And something about Lucky Sport, which we don't really care about. Last bit of tea. Ooh, did I see that correctly? Did we have new scouting prospects? Let's look at that very quickly. I think so. No, update the 10th of August, so that has already been. Yeah, I don't know then. Of course, the last guys we are looking into is Zeno Levi Winter, Dietmar Bauer, Pascal Werner, and it looks like it didn't save it. Unfortunately, where is Benz? Benedict Benz. And let's get Höfig all the way to the top because he has worse potential than the rest. And let's do it like this. Yeah, I want to get these stats ASAP. Let's quickly look at our training then, because I thought I changed that for some guys. But maybe it didn't save that as well. Look, Permin is almost at his max, just like Aman. Aman is even worse. Crowley isn't really... His time trial has bettered, but... You know... Haley guy, that's fine. Geismeier is retiring. Konishev... No, this has saved. Aanvallen. So, attacking. Yeah, Haley specialist. That's still the same. Nanning, we won't sign. Janis Peter, we will not sign. So that's fine. Steli still has sprinting because I want him to get better at the sprint. He was kind of a sprinter early season because of his sprint and acceleration, but there are just guys that got way better than him. Climbing for Colucci, and Zankerle is on flat or attacking. That's fine. If Feuerstein just can get better at everything, that would be great. Anyways, next stage. We are still first and second. So we have to control everything once again. Also 6th and 8th on the Mountain Jersey, but I don't really care about it because we are just good in GC right now. Yeah, let's fast forward to that. So yeah. We're still not the favorites. When will they learn? When will they learn? We are the favorites. Alrighty then, here we are. Let's play Geismeijer again, a -1. So let's put him on the front. Zangerle has a bad day, so he will not make it, I think, on this climb. La Plateau d'Orc. Let's get Stussy and Janus Peter not pacing. Nenning has a good day, but unfortunately for him, that means he is just going to be a useful guy for us to use. What's this then? Benz still is worse than Zangerle. Okay, so Benz is protecting him. Meiler can stop passing. Zangerle. I really should know how to pronounce his name. In the meantime, we are pacing at the front. Let me just look up how you pronounce Zangerle. Austrian Dutch. Oostenrijkse Nederlanden. That's a place. Oh, that was basically the Duchies of Luxembourg and Belgium. Alright, that's fine. Now, Austrian Dutch translate. Of course, Austrian isn't a language, that's German. So let's see. Zangerle. Zangerle. Can you guys hear that? Zangerle. Alright, then we know that his name is Zangerle. The freaking end of the season as well. But that's fine. Still pacing. There's a group of 12. I was not paying attention. Shit. Okay, we have 3 guys from Auber. We do have some teams here. Mifsud takes the points. Henninen is still here. So 2 guys from Nice Metropole. No, 3 guys, because Mifsud is also from there. 2 of Bourg-en-Bresse. 3 of Auber 93. Saint-Michel, I should say. Saint-Michel Auber. Yeah, it's fine. Let's get beat on with Zangerle. Zangerle. How did I pronounce it prior to this? Zangerle? 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 Zangerle. Zangerle. It is Zangerle. Now we know. Let's fast forward. Let's keep them quite close. So Thailand Rashid is also pacing. Maybe because they are the main favorites for today or something. With Gashik Naar. or with someone else. I have no de lettre maybe. Bruh. They aren't even in the top. Yeah, with Alexandre de Lettre. So probably he is one of their favorites, and they want to keep him there. Nearing the next climb, I will put my guys at 87. Maybe. Geismaier is going to be empty in a minute, but he is nothing more than a domestique for us now. Oh, no, don't get in the wheel. That was a misclick. Alright, at the front again. There is a downhill coming, so he is going to regain some energy. Maybe not enough. Let's get him his gel now. Maybe he can still be of use for us after this descent at the front. But he's probably not going to make this small hill. Oh, he is going to make it, so let's put him at 85 then. Let's see if he can get back to the front. Not really. Nope. And he is going to get dropped. That's fine. 78 is keeping our guys quite at the front, so that's fine. Let's get with Zankerle bidons, so you don't have to worry about that in the finale. I did that because there is a flat part here and a bit of a downhill. Let's put our guys, just to be sure, at 80. But we are likely not to get dropped, at least not before Côte de Bord. Still, the breakaway has 2 minutes, and there are some guys in here that need to be chased back. There's only one. Who was it? Delacroix? No. Weistrofer? No. Benedetto? Who did I just see? Maybe I saw it wrong? No, there are all 6 minutes. Okay, so that's nothing to worry about. Cofidis is now pacing as well for Emme de Gent. Maybe not for Emme de Gent. Who else do they have? Alexis Renard, probably. Lastra, maybe. Quite some good guys, actually. Anyways, let's put my guys on 88. Mainly because of the climb is very steep. Let's get Nunning his gel. Benz maybe as well. I think Benz is going to be able to survive it. Nenning for a while as well, but not the top, I don't think. This climb. Where's Nenning? Still at the front. No, this is fine actually. But he is not really going to make the top. Now there's still 1k to go and he is empty as can be. He was protecting Janis Peter. Benz is going to make it over the top. I will get his gel right now. Meiler can protect Janis Peter, I guess. I wanted to do the gel on Benz because I thought maybe they would be chasing back harder. The break, we of course can't chase him back anymore. I mean, we can. Let's do that then. Now Stussy is unprotected. Let's get Zangerle to protect him. And the stage is probably going to go to the breakaway. So there's a descent in the end. Yeah, let's get our guys are still quite at the front. Still 80 guys in this stage after these wild climbs. Okay. Weird. But anyways, La Plateau de Urk is starting. Let's get Let's see, Zangerle and Meiler their gel. Possibly way too late. Let's put these guys on keeping up with 90 and let's get their gel as well. I know there's going to be attacks and I know we are not quite able to follow them. Breuk, Roland is now going. I just want to kind of smear the effort over the entire climb if we can. Of course, we still need to do 2 kilometers, that's why. And there are guys off the front with the lettre Cachignard, and we are not yet empty. So that's only for the better. The win goes to Theo Delacroix, and Tsarenko is second. And for now, we are going to sprint with both these guys, and they can go on automatic. Maybe we lose a bit of time, like 5 seconds, maybe on the lettre. But that's fine. Jannes Peter does lose some more time, so maybe he is not second anymore, but it's okay. 13th with Lucas Meiler. There were only 3 guys in front of us anymore. Mifsud, Tsarenko, and Delacroix. Anyways, let's fast forward until everyone is inside. Geismeier is all the way at the back with Rolando. One of the worst riders, possibly the worst at Vinivantini. What are they called again? Koratek? Let's look at the podium. We get 136 behind. Oh no, we get 140 behind. We lose 4 seconds. But Jannes Peter is in the same time, so we're still first and second, so that's fine. Mountain classification, we have been dropped to 9th, right? 9th. That's fine, we do still have the points jersey. Though Colin Stussy, not Jannes Peter. Jannes Peter has the youth jersey, and the team classification we do still have. Thought maybe some guys from the breakaway, like Delacroix, Tsarenko, pulled it back again. Solution Tech, not Koratek anymore. Really? Team Koratek Vinivantini. Now this is Solution Tech Vinivantini. Koratek is not a sponsor anymore. Isn't Koratek the bikes brand sponsor? I don't know anymore. Anyways, 1 flat stage to go on this stage race. Maybe I will play a bit of Poitou. The stage race, just a bit, maybe. I don't know. I'm getting quite tired. It was an early day for me and a late evening last night. Well, I slept like 7.5 hours, or 7 to 7.5 hours, which is fine. But because of the days with an hour back, because of daylight saving hour, I'm getting tired somewhat earlier, and I want to go to sleep earlier to save my sleeping schedule a bit, because this the schedule for school this period is not that fun. I have 3 times in the week I have to be at 9 at school, which isn't that early, you know, but I have to get up 6:30. 6:30 I have to get up, so that is why I maybe should have a good sleeping schedule. Let's see. Everyone at the front, Geismeier can pace again, that's fine. It is a sprint, and Zanker has a +4, so let's not protect Stussy. Let's not protect Jannes Peter. Stussy is going to be a lead out. 69, which is quite good. Nenning can protect him then. Benz maybe a lead out, probably Meiler. Stussy is going to be the final lead out, it looks like. Anyways, still quite a big breakaway that's trying to get away. Let's try and pace it back with these guys a bit. They are together now, which is fine, I guess. Alexander Konijn is in the breakaway. Why? He's their sprinter, no? And it's a flat stage. Don't they want to sprint with him? Yeah, here. Konijn is their sprinter. 71 sprint. Okay. And we have to watch out for Desal because he has a good flat stat. But they are far enough behind to not be a threat to us. Let's look quickly at Nice then. Nice Metropole. They do not have a better sprinter, I think. Here, Knecht maybe. But Alexander Konijn is their real sprinter with Missoud maybe a close second. I would be sprinting for him, for Alexander Konijn. He's their best sprinter. I would not send him in the break, that's for sure. Who can get bidons? Probably Permin Benz when they need it. But yeah, this is in the pocket, top 10. Even if we crash with one of our guys, with Stussy or Peter, we still get... okay, let's get bidons now. Even if we don't make it with one of them because of a crash or something, we are still able to, keep our top 5 at least. I think. Keijsmeijer got his bidons as well. They're pacing quite hard at the front with Lotto, Intermarché and Cofidis. For the Boter, I think, for Lotto, let's see. Steven de Schuitenmeer, okay, that's for sure. De Boter, the sprinter for Intermarché. I got them confused, the two teams, my bad. And who is Cofidis running for? Aimé de Gent? No, probably not. Probably for Alexis Renard. But yeah, Cofidis getting relegated because they just did not do it that smart this end of the season. There was a big group behind. Let's look at the shots from the heli then. It's langgerekt, as we say in Dutch, yeah. And Thierry has to wait for his leader. So there is a gap again here, as you can see. And you won't hear me complain, but it's already closed again. But now there's a group of 22 behind. Yeah, they're going to get back as well. But it's a bit of an elastic band, isn't it? They're single file here. If someone gives up, and there isn't even that much wind, it's almost a wind still. Yeah, it's just almost single file all the way. And now this group has been dropped again because of why Simon isn't quick enough. Now Lulark brought it back. Anyways, let's get back in the saddle and let's fast forward it. 3 minutes still on the breakaway, so let's put Keijsmeijer on 70 now for the last Huppel de Pup kilometers. Let's get Permin Benz to get bidons again. Last time, hopefully, surely. Alright, this is the finale. There's a corner here. Then it's straight, a bit uphill it looks like. Yeah, the sprint is uphill, as you can see. not that difficult, and probably slash obviously Stussy is quite strong enough for that to at least get a quite a high result there anyways. This brother guy is on 85. I don't really care about the energy today because it's the last day. Let's keep him just at the front. Gashmar can go 85. Now let's set up a sprint train. Let's see, Benjamin Benz is just not good enough for lead out duties. Stussy is going to be your lead out. Peter is not that good. Meiler. Yeah, Meiler is second lead out. It's fine like this. And we have a sprint train. Let's put him on, I don't know, 95 or something. And for this breakaway now, 90. Maybe just even a bit higher. Just so we don't get dropped by this insane pace of Vestrofer of Lotto. We are spending quite some energy on this uphill, which does not really matter. There's a downhill soon. Let's get Nenning on 95 because he has such poor stats. Lorin Nenning. Alright, descent is beginning, so he probably is not going to be empty. Oh, he is empty, that's unfortunate. It's fine though, here's a bit corners. That's fine. Now it's Benz's turn. Let's put this guy just on 90, I think. I mean, we don't want to burn through all of our guys this quickly. Let's see. Let's get him like this, 90. I don't want to spend that much energy again on the uphill portions for Zankerle because we are nearing the sprint, obviously. But there is quite a high pace here in this group, which is unfortunate. Let's fast forward a bit. There's an attack by Arwen Livens. Let's put Benz on 95 then. It wasn't really an attack, it looks like. But we have to go with Meijer now because Benz is leeg. He's empty. Because of it. He is still able to protect Meijer a bit. Not anymore though, so let's put him at the back. Geismar has been dropped with a group of 5, that's okay. Let's go 99 now with Meijer, and let's get these last guys their gels. Wow, is this going to be... No, not the gap yet. We are just trying to stay at the front with Meijer. Because there's only 2 kilometers after this anymore. Uphill. So this is fine now. Go 99 with Stussy. Late attack by Dion Smith. Is he going to beat us? Maybe he is. We are late attack by Dion Smith and he gets a victory for himself. We get second with Zangerle, which is just too bad. But we left it too late, guys. Did we have some energy left? Maybe we did a bit. Hey. So yeah, unfortunately no win for that. But if I'm correct, we had 2 wins already. So it's okay. Let's go to the podium. Dion Smith on the Tour de France podium. Zangerle second, Stussy and Jannes Peter third and fifth. That's fine. We win the GC. We have Colin Stussy, Jannes Peter second. 26 on the rest of the guys. Mifsud takes the mountain jersey. We get just outside the top 10, I guess, then with 6 points. Stussy takes the points classification sprinting jersey ahead of Jannes Peter and Zangerle. Zangerle probably because of the last stage, just like Dion Smith. Youth is Jannes Peter, and we get the team classification. So all in all, and what did we get? Yeah, 2 stages and a podium. So this has been a very good race for us. It's a 2.1, so even better for us. Let's look at the transfers for a second. The list here is already quite big. Here are our guys, but Mats Pedersen stays, Olafkoy stays, Skung stays, Carapaz goes to Groupama, Mas stays, Meus, Stuyven, Groenewegen, Benoot stay, Ilan van Wilder going to EF. Interesting. Akkerman is going to Groupama. I don't know exactly why, but alright. He's not too old and he is quite an okay sprinter. Let's see. Moschetti goes to Groupama from Q3 6.5, which is going to be having another name sponsor note. Pinarello Q3 6.5. Roger Adria, I should say, is going from Red Bull to Visma, which is interesting because he's quite a good domestique for them then. Stef Kras is going to Ineos. That's great for him. I think he's going to be a good domestique for them. Chris Harper goes to Total Energies instead of QT 6.5 like in real life. Johnny Vermeers, old world champion gravel, the first one, goes to Arkea. Then Soderqvist goes to Arkea, which is insane. Alexander Kristoff does not end his season. He's going to Q3 6.5 as a lead out, I guess. Okay, weird. And then there are guys all the way at the bottom. Let's simulate then to Tour Poitou. Poitou, is it? Yes. I don't want to simulate all these riders. I like the races. I like racing the races. It is just that some I've already played like quite a lot. And honestly, I just want to start with a new team. Like on my own, I could play this like almost an entire day. But I lost the fun in that, I guess. So I wanted to play a normal team instead of my own made team. I wanted to start with a real team, doing a bit of realistic transfers and everything. And just work our way up to a world tour as quickly as possible with some good guys. It looks like we got a new scouting assessment, maybe. So let's look into that first. I think scouting is every 20 days maybe, and the last is the 10th of August, so maybe not yet. We can also always look. Let's see, last update is the 24th, has been the 24th. Yeah, Zeno Levi Winter, we do want to sign you, man. Bauer Dietmar, we do want to sign him as well. The younger brother of Aman, let's say, Nico Aman, is quite okay, but he's just too young for us. But Dietmar Bauer, for a hilly sprinter to have this potential, I just want him to be... Yeah, we have to look into him for one more time, and then we'll see a bit of his potential for some things. And that's when we'll see if we want to sign him. Let's see, Hervig. Yeah. Let's do another looking at... Oh, we can't anymore. Oh. Werner Pascal. These two... We are not going to sign him this year. Right, let's look at his stats. He's fine. Attila Höfik. But we're probably not going to sign him anymore. And Werner also not so. Let's look at Levy somewhat more. Let's go into observation. Put him one down. I just want a bit of more information. I know these guys are good, but let's keep it a bit realistic. We want to know more about them first before we do anything, you know? And what did it say the next scouting assessment was going to be? Please? The next one is the 8th of September. Right? September is after August? Yeah, sure. Let's look at our mails. Not really interesting things. Prize money. 19,000. Insane. Alright. Some things we don't really care about. Pre-selection of our national team. We already done that. Obviously. Do I want to raise it? I don't think I am going to raise the World Championships. I don't really care. That's why. Let's look. Evaluation. Yeah. None of our guys are really starting here. And our guys are definitely not strong enough to win. I could go in there and try and win with Gal or something. But I don't really care. It's a flat sprint. We have Zangerle in a fitness peak. Which is crazy. He's not even a sprinter for us. But he is our best sprinter here. It looked like. But yeah, some guys. Aman, lead out. Let's look at the media. We are not favorites. Grondin is 10th favorite with 72. Are we going to beat that? Yes or no? Realistically, we can ride a top 10. Do I care enough about the points? Not really though, you know? Let's look at the classification on all the teams. We are 27th. So if you get pro team, let's see, there's 2 pro teams. High. Another 2 pro teams. High. We want to get in the top 30 now if we want to be able to ride World Tour races. And it looks like, if we look at these teams, we may be not able to do that. But I will not ride it. No, I have to... No, you know what? This one... I don't want to ride it. Okay, Matthijs. Then don't ride it. Strategy. Let's just quick sim it. We can't do anything with the strategy. Zangerle got 7th. There was a gap for some reason. So, interesting. 30 seconds behind the leader with Zangerle. I think it's almost all flat. Zangerle is our best time trialist. So, that goes to say... that we have to simulate to the next stage. Unfortunately, Konishev and Staley, 2 of our sprinters are out. Another flash stage. So, no, not sprint for Aman. Let's sprint for Zangerle. Let's put everyone in there for him. He is... You can't ride for the stage and the GC at the same time. Okay, well, let's just ride for the stage then. And of course, then we are nowhere close. We are 68th. Damn. So, because of the gaps in the beginning, there is still a. We are still sixth. Enric Mas is out of the Vuelta, unfortunately for him. Basically, the only race he is good at, always. Maybe Tour Poitou. You know what? I'm going to write it up here. Next year we are going to get back here and try and win it then. Let's see, strategy. Still the same. Let's quick sim it. It's just that we are not really good sprinters. We are not on a gap though, so still sixth. And last stage is a time trial, which our team is notoriously bad at. We are going to get way better in our team with time trialing though. That's for sure. If we sign Ben Benedict and Levi Zeno and Zeno Levi Winter. Anyways, 23-kilometer time trial. In the media, we are not one of the favorites. Pierre Thierry is 70 time trial. We are 65 time trial. We are Zangerle. I've lost it again. Zangerle. That was it. Do we ride this one? Yeah, sure. Let's ride this stage, mainly because maybe we can salvage the top 10. If we have a good day with our guy that is. If we don't have a good day, like +3 is not translated into a +3 or higher race day condition, then probably I will quit the stage. But we have to wait to the end to see it. Yeah, we have to wait 118, then we might as well play it. There is a small climb here. Champon Saint-Hilaire, but that's just flat, it looks like. So. Alright. Anyways. Is this a lap? It looks like a lap. No, it is straight. And Crowley is now, and he has a very bad day, but let's try and see. He has a -2 day, I think. Yep. Let's go fast in the beginning. It is a long time trial, so let's put him on 75 and see if he is able to make it. Aman is now, he has a better race day condition. Let's put him at, 78. See if he can make that. 75 seems to be, the beginning is downhill, but we aren't really having a uphill anytime soon. That's true. It is like right on the cusp of, prologue is until like 12 kilometers, no? Alright, landing is away quickly. He has a bad day. Let's put him on 80 and see where that gets him in the end. You are going to negative split. You can go 85 now. And Aman is certainly able to go 80. 85 also, I think. Let's see. Small uphill. And let's go 99 to the line. A bit too late. But he wasn't going to win any awards with it. Let's go 95 with Aman to the line. That should be enough. Maybe even a bit too much. No, it looks like it's almost perfect. Nenning still has 10Ks to go. So he is fine. This is a very big roundabout, by the way. 80 seems about to be good, but he is 59 and he has a resistance of 58. So it doesn't tell the whole story. I should keep him at 80 because I think in the last K he's going to... Maybe we can even put him on 85, by the way. Anyways, I mean. I think he's going to suffer here at the end, so Yeah. Let's put him on 99 on this last leg. And he's not even last. Raphael Potier is 3 whole minutes behind him. That's crazy. It's a fun time trial, this though. It's quite flat, but you still have a bit of hills. And the scenery is quite beautiful, I think. Let's see. Ooh, 66, which isn't that bad. And that means we can get a better understanding of what we have to do with Zanker. Feuerstein, obviously, isn't really good enough. I think 80 might be great. Oh, plus 6. So 64, that is. That's okay enough, I think. Let's put him at 80 as well. I think 80 is... So you can go hard in the finish. Let's put him on 81 for a shine and see where that gets him. I think too far down. Yeah, Benz. For a 66. We can maybe put Zanger at an 81, 82 maybe. Yeah, Benz can go 90 now. We butchered his time trial, unfortunately for him. Let's go all out to the line here. 7th on 1 minute. He could have done better. That's for certain. Let's fast forward Feuerstein with an 81. It's fine. Let's put him on 85 now. Let's put him on 90 now. That's going to take him to the finish line. All out, last part. 2 minutes down, and now let's fast forward to Zanger. So I think 81, 82 for, what is it, a 66 Ben's head. So that's for 66. It was an 81 maybe. The best we could have done for Benz, I think. Let's fast forward then. A lot of guys were in front of my team here. We are not going to win the team classification, that's for sure. How many are we in there right now? Lost? No. 16th. Yeah, we're not going to rise in that, I would guess. Hey, Wessel Maurits is here. I rode with him in the past, I probably said it in an earlier stream. I could have lent his time trial steering wheel. What do you call it? His time trialing cockpit. His barge. I don't know what you call it. I could have lent that from him in the past. Nice guy. His brother is also very nice. He trained with our club as well in the past. Or not my current club, my older club. Let's see. Crazy good day. Oh my god. Sorry for being a bit too loud. Oh my god. I'm getting a bit sick though, but what is that? 74? Let's just go 82 because I think we are able to hold that quite some time. 82 looks like to be a golden spot because of the downhills and the uphills and the corners. So unfortunately, we can't see the intermediate times. Stefan Bissiger is here. Of course, he is going to be in front of a lot of guys. Zanger 82 is seeming to be perfect. There's a bit of a downhill here and a bit of an uphill, so let's put him at 85. Maybe even higher now. Let's put him at 90 for the last K. We are burning too quickly with him. Let's put 85 now and all the way to the line. Ooh, perfect. Hè? How? Huh? 3 minutes down. With a 74 time trial. How? No, we are not in the GC now. We're nowhere. How? How is he just one spot ahead of Benjamin Benz, who had a 66? He had a 7. Oh well, no, that was for the prologue. Oh, I've been staring at the prologue for the entire day, haven't I? Anyways, he wouldn't. Time trial from Benjamin Benz is better. But this is so much that I'm flabbergasted. In GC we're 17th now, so we get a couple of points, but that's insane. What the heck? 3 minutes down. Well, he had such a good day. Well, did you see that? 60 days without a number on his back. Mate, you were fucking injured. Of course, I'm not going to put you at the start of something. 3 minutes down. I'm flabbergasted by that. That's insane. This is crazy insane. Grand Prix de la Seine-Conseil départemental 80. Bad form obviously for Staley, but he needs to ride. Strategy, no. It's what is it? It's 1.2. We are just going to quick sim it and hope for the best, maybe. And we get 34th with Feuerstein. That says enough. Of course, we shouldn't have expected any more from Staley, because he's just back. We can do the final selection for the World Championships. It is Hilly, it is Cobbly, /Bud, the best. Hilly, guys, is of course a very much resistance kind of day. So let's put Marco Haller, he can be quite okay here. Gregor Mulberger as well. And Geugel. Oh no, we can't anymore. And this, yeah. No, this is fine, I think. Keep these guys. The time trialist, Gröschartner, Keplinger, and Konrad. So, Gröschartner, Keplinger, and Konrad are going for the time trial. Of these guys who I want to sign, I don't really think I want to sign any of them. I do want to sign younger guys, but they aren't really in this team. Hasek, I do want to sign, I think. Schrettel, I am going to sign. I already signed. European Championships though. This is Hilly Medium Mountain. I already selected them all for it. Oshachar. That's fine. Yeah, let's simulate till here. Go to the day. An hour and 30 minutes I've been streaming. Yeah, the rest has got to be for a last episode maybe. Just doing the end of the season. Playing only Romania. Romania. No, that's not. Romania. As you can see here, the one in Romania, that is. Only that one, probably because they wrote it in real life. So that's why I want to write that. Alright, selection of national team, that's fine. And sponsoring. Who is our sponsor now of everything? Of our materials? We have Rotor, Vision and BMC. So let's group set. We have Shimano, FSA, Driveline, SRAM. Frames, you can have YOLO, XTS, Wiz, Vorarlberg, Pinarello. Fuji Bikes, Cube, Bianchi. And wheels is Zip, which is quite good, actually. Or we just continue with Vision. I'm good to continue with Vision. Or DT Swiss. Those are better tire wheels. Do they say something about maybe wanting us? Yeah, Driveline is full, but we don't really care about that. Reserve wheels, we do have full. Zip, we have full. Vision, we would have full. RNO, that is. Ursus, we will. Trek, we will. Shimano, we will. Roval, we will. Newman, we will. Misch, Stork, Giant, FFWD, NV, Engage. What is that? Engage. AX Lightness, probably wheels. Oh, that says it here. DT Swiss, I would love. Data Elementi. I think everyone repress here. We have full R and O. What are like Austrian? Now we are riding on BMC, which I quite like because that's a Swiss sponsor. I would like, we are still quite a small team. But I am going to go for DT Swiss because Zip, I think, is... Or no, Vision are quite bad wheels, I know. So let's just do DT Swiss. Because... Or Data Elementi. I don't know yet. DT Swiss is Swiss and Data Elementi is Italian. But let's do DT Swiss because DT Swiss we have more Swiss riders. So let's sign with them already. So we don't have to look at that again. I would love to sign for Rotor again. And I would love to sign for BMC again. But those aren't yet options for us. You could do FSA or Driveline. They are just... I'd rather have a Rotor, man. I'd rather have a Rotor. Anyways, 1st of September. Let's see here. No, they haven't really gone up in stats, it looks like. Of course, Crowley in time trial. Geismar got them worse again. Quite a lot of guys are projected to get worse. Most of them didn't get better. Only Zangerleon is flat. And that's only this stat, so that's unfortunate for our ranking. Let's see. I really shouldn't do this. I really have to do uni work. Transfers list. Who are the newest transfers? Ilan van Wilder going to EF. Don't think we had him. Guys staying. I won't glance at them. Moschetti we already had. Roger Adria, I mean, we already had. Most of the guys are staying, it looks like. Dries de Bond going to Lotto. I like it for him. But I think, didn't he come from Lotto? Or he came from Alpecin? Vermeers we already had. Yeah, these guys. Matthias Vacek going to IPT. Crazy, but he has crazy stats. Damn. Sam Bennett going to Lotto from Decathlon. Probably maybe his last seasons. Christoph going to Q36 plus 5. That's crazy still. Juan Pedro Lopez. Juan P. Lopez going to Visma, which is also a weird thing. You know what? We could rather look at this stat. So Louis Vervaken coming from Soudal Quickstep. And Jimmy Johnson, Johnny Vermeersch going out. Oh, that's not the button I want to press. Arkea. Capio goes out, but they signed these freaking guys, which is insane. I think, yeah, they're projected to be Conti Pro, but they'll definitely be World Tour. Look at these stats. Now they have 27, that's this. And they still have to re-sign a lot of guys, I would guess. Bahrain kind of stays the same. Jose Felix Parra from Kern Pharma is going to Bahrain, which is weird. Caruso and Pascual are retiring. Cofidis is only Jonas Gir and Jesus Herrada retiring. Now, Decathlon gets Erlen Blikra. Weird signing. And they're losing Bruno Mirail, who is going to UAE. Instead of, look at his stats. Those definitely got upped because of the Vuelta. But yeah, to UAE instead of Visma. Sam Bennett goes to Lotto and Dries de Bond, lead out man, goes also to Lotto. EF loses Yuhi Todame to us. Hugh Carty going to QT 6.5, Rui Costa end of career, and Richard Carapaz goes to Groupama, which still is weird, but Ilan van Wilder is coming instead of Carapaz, I guess. For Groupama, Quentin Pacher, like Domestique, goes to Soudal Quickstep. Then Moschetti, Ackerman and Carapaz are coming in, which are quite old guys and not that realistic of signings because they're an almost all French team, you know. But fine, I'll let it slide. Ineos losing 5 guys for the end of their career. Unfortunate for them, but Noah Ops and Steph Kras are coming in, which is a sprinter instead of Caleb Ewan, and a mountaineer instead of Geraint Thomas or Castroviejo or Freire or Puccio. No, Puccio is more of a hilly guy. Intermarché only losing Gijs van Hoeken for the retirement. Right now, Little Trek is losing quite a lot of guys. It looks like Julien Bernard, Simon Consoni, Carlos Ferro, Juan P. Lopez and Vacek, which aren't the worst guys, you know, to lose. Or the best guys to lose. They're bad to lose though. But still quite a lot of guys. 1, 2, 3. Still 21 riders, I should have just looked at here. Still some they need to sign though. Movistar losing Will Barta for Picnic, which is quite realistic, I guess. And Chimola and Torres for the end of their career. Red Bull signing Dainese and Velasco and losing Adria and Welsford. Pretty good signings, I guess. I mean, Simone Velasco is quite good, 29-year-old. And then Dainese is a pretty okay sprinter, so instead of Welsford and Adria, that's good signing. They keep it neutral. Soudal Quickstep signs Dylan van Baarle just like in real life and Quentin Pacher, but they lose Ilan van Wilder, Yves Lampaert, Mattia Cattaneo and Louis Vervaken. Team Jaco Lula gets Yves Lampaert then and Julian Bernard. They lose Chris Harper, De Marquis, Christopher Jules Jensen, some of their end of the career. Barta gets in and Romain Bardet goes. So almost neutral. Yeah, Bardet is way better, by the way, than Will Barta, but for a climber, it's okay. Visma signs two Spanish guys that lose their Dutch-speaking ensemble. Tosh van der Zande, Julian Vermoten, Stefan Kruiswijk, Dylan van Baarle. And they get Juan P. Lopez, Adria, and Stian Fredheim. Could be okay sponsor because Visma, Leasebike is of course Norwegian themselves. Sponsors, Bruno Amarial, UAE, and Club Scireccia, Simone Conzoni go into XDS Astana, and out goes Wout Poels, end of the career. Obviously, in real life, he is going to the Rose Rockets. Velasco is unfortunate to lose because of his climbing capabilities. Malucelli, sprinter. Yeah, they have Gleb Scireccia now. And Simone Conzoni instead of Case, Bull, and Malucelli for the sprint train. And Aaron Gate also sprint train. He's end of the career. So. Then we are back at the top. Here we are just going to go through very quickly. It looks like these guys almost all are just at the end of their career and not yet real new signings. IPT, Chris Froome, Simon Clary, Jakob Fuglsang, Guilain Bonvin, Alexei Litsenko, George Bennett, Michael Woods, all end of the career. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys at the end of their career. And Pascal Akkermans is a sprinter outgoing, but they get Matthias Vacek, so get way younger, I guess. So that's nice maybe. Lotto has some guys you already told about, so they lose Elia Viviani and Eduardo Sepulveda. Both end of the career, but Sam Bennett, Dries de Bond, so they get a bit better in sprinting, I guess. Better sprint training, that is. Q3 6.5, yeah, we already talked about him. Yukiya Arashiro finally at his end of the career. Anders Boloise signs Amaury Capiot from Arkea. Which is fine, I guess. They're more like a young dev team. Novo Nordisk says only Run Rider, Bailey McDonald. And Andrea Perron, end of the career. So they have to sign some new guys, I guess. Botti Cometa, Mirko Maestri, end of the career. I have to sign quite some guys. Chris Harper comes to Total Energies, Geoffrey Soup, Steph Kras. I don't know why I'm doing this right now, by the way. I think I want to extend the stream or something. Kees Bol is the sprinter going to Unibet instead of Groenewegen. Wow. I said it in Dutch, Groenewegen. Kees Bol is the sprinter coming to Unibet. Interesting. And Uno X goes out David Pena. What? Oh, he comes in. No, that's weird. That isn't supposed to happen. I mean, sure, he is good, but Uno X only signs Danish and Norwegian guys. They still have a team. They don't have really a team. No transfers, and then we are back. Let's go to teams. We have to search for my team now. Team Vorarlberg. Probably at the V. Nope, we are at the team Vorarlberg. Look, we are losing Geismeier. But as you can see, that doesn't really matter. We're now 14 guys projected to be Conti Pro, which is great. We'll probably maybe have to make some new signings for that to really happen. But yeah, quite some new guys in. Some old goes out. But we get a bit better at time trialing, a lot better at sprinting because of probably Septemwoody, Tendon, Tonome, maybe even. But a lot better at sprinting, it looks like. GC stays the same, Northern Classic stays the same, time trialing a bit better. Maybe because of this guy, probably because of just the time trialing of these guys is better. So still, they are not really good time trialers. That has to be said. They're pretty bad. Yuhi Torome and Fausto Pena are our best time trialers. Together with Fietske. But yeah, quite nicely projected. But of course, if we look at the here, you go to Klassement. We are now 27th still. Stussi is 141st. It's okay. But if we look here, we are projected 32nd. But Wagner, Bazin. Let's look at it again from. Thank you. Flanders, Vaudoise, and Wagner, Bazin still need to make their signings. Just like Team Romania, just like a lot of these teams. And if we look at the most highest rated riders, I guess they would already be signed, but yeah, people like Jarno, Vidar, Glock, Brent van Moer. There are so many guys. We are 2.5 projected, right? So all the way to, let's say, wow, there are quite a lot of guys. Still, where does 3 start? 3 stars start. Oh wow, there are very many guys. Let's see. About here, Jan Sommer from MyVelo. Good prologue guy. A bit of a sprinter, but no potential. Anyways, you see, what was it about here? That's still a 4th that needs to get signed by people. And if we look at Ploeg, we unfortunately cannot filter on Pro to Conti team. No. Are there guys? Wagner, Bazin, so W. Yeah, look at how many of these guys are 4, 3.5. For this year, they are full 3 stars. Just like VF, Bardiani, Uno X. All these guys are just. Only Novo Nordisk we will beat, probably. And maybe Flanders Baloise. Maybe Vianney Fantini. But still. And maybe Kaga. Euskadi, probably not though. There's still teams that could rise in the rankings. Oh, we don't want to look at that yet. Yeah, they're behind us now. If you look at this projection, it looks like Arkea, XDS, oh, that is for this year, yeah. Are projected to be Conti Pro again. And here we have Novo Nordisk, Continental, Solution Vinifatini, Continental. So that's 2. Going to be relegated. When we go to indexing, yeah, they just need to sign new guys. They are what, 3, 4 stars right now. They need to sign just a lot of new guys, and it's going to be the question if we are able to get this 3-star. Of course, we can still sign Rotman. Go here. We can still sign Rotman for more expensive than I would wish. But at least we have a bit more of a buffer than maybe. I hope some of these guys get better in their stats in the meantime, like in their potential. And yeah, these guys are fine, but we don't really. And Jonas Appelbaum is not going to make it for us. But we aren't able to up our ranking with these guys because they're 2.5 not higher, you know? Anyways, that's going to be it. I've been streaming for way too long. Oh, no, here we are. So I will be saying goodbye to you. I will save my game, hopefully, this time. And yeah, quickly just end it here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for viewing again. And let me know what you thought of it. Maybe next time is going to be a shorter episode. Maybe it's going to be an edited episode. And otherwise, if I will be streaming, it is probably going to be Thursday evening. We'll have to see about that. Anyways, there's only one thing left for me to say. And that is, have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good evening, a good night. Wherever you're watching from, whatever time it is you're watching it, I just want you to have a good day. So I'm going to leave it at that, and we'll see you next time. Ciao!